messages, but here in the backend you can see that our new message is being read. So new message is being read by this
Okay, expecting the market to trace right up to the close gap as an ideal situation. Potential drop down to the lows here, maybe even this low from yesterday. But ideal situation as we pop straight through these levels, all the way up to either the pivot or the close, and maybe even higher. We are very close to the open time, so we're just waiting on the volume to come through. So we're live. There we go, straight into it. It's hopefully just going to keep powering up. There is a bit of green there, maybe might see a bit of turning around here. But ideally we just keep pushing up all that buying momentum to keep us in the running. That could be a limit order there, the 51, and then a bit of selling to follow, but hopefully it's just more buying. We want to see it go right up. It's traced right back, so that was probably a limit order, followed by some selling. Took us back a little bit, but hopefully that is just short-term conditioning. We've got a big move up on the accumulation distribution line. Just hoping that really builds up and pushes us long over the next sort of 5 minutes or so, maybe 10. It looks like a lot of buying, like bid side activity there, but it's not enough to hold it down just yet. Ideally we break these highs and just keep going up. Should be a nice short and sweet Friday afternoon. On the CFD charts we've kind of got, what are we looking at? Only about 10 points. It's not really worth getting in or out, getting out at this point. Really waiting for a proper move. Obviously if we do see some change in the volume profile, we might jump out, but at the moment it's looking fairly strong. Plus you'd probably have a stop around 35 to 40 points away. There's a bit of buying there coming in. Should push us up. Even if it is because we've got the 5 minute Bollinger there, I'll check the other Bollingers as well. Perhaps even the pivot based on the Bollinger on the 15 minute and the 30 minute. The 1 hour looks fine. So the Bollingers might be the thing that kind of hold us back from achieving a proper target. We're dropping back a little bit, a lot of selling coming in. Hopefully that's some limit orders right there. The 25 and the 20. Hopefully we'll see a bit more ask side activity and power us right up. It's really consolidating a lot of sell activity or bid side activity. Ideally that's just the market soaking up all of the sellers. We're not breaking below this S1 here. Got the breakout short and then the S1. So if we do break below this level, I would be probably a little bit concerned that we'll keep coming down further. So we just want to see some really strong buying activity to push us back long. A lot of traders are probably in and out already in that little move, but it just depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for those bigger targets, for example, we've had a good run on the daily. Yesterday was quite bearish. So we'll just see what plays out. I do want to have a quick look as well. It's always good to review the previous day of trade just to see what happened versus what we were expecting. Now, where are we? Just going to have a look at the open here. So what I was waiting for was a push down to either the high or the close. We kind of dropped down there. It took a really long time, but then I think it was about 5 points, tapped the 200 MA on the 5 minute and really powered up to this R2 before closing all the gaps throughout the night session. So we did see a nice push down, and had you have got in around this level where we started to see selling, yeah, you might have hung in there. Yeah, 40-point stop, you would have been safe. Some traders might have hung around to see the R2 get hit before then selling later on. It's not really my way to trade, so I didn't actually take anything yesterday. But the most likely trade was the target, the extreme gap, or this previous day's high. We did turn around early on the moving average 200 on the 5 minute. It looks like we are tracking downwards right now for the DAX. We're kind of tapping that S1. There's a lot of sell side building up, and that doesn't necessarily look like limit orders. It looks like added positions to the shorts. So we'll just have to see what transpires here. A lot of people will probably have their stops below these lows here of yesterday. There is a chance that the market will want to come down and take all of those stops out, but let's hope that isn't the case. Good morning, thanks for joining. I didn't know if you were going to come today or not because it's a Friday, but glad to see you back. So I don't know if you were here, but basically we're looking to target the close up at the 15,459 on a CFD chart. And you can see how the prices are different on the CFD versus the futures. Basically it's pricing 3 months in advance effectively, which I guess kind of gives you an indication of the future expectation of the CFD pricing as well. So we're a little bit lower on the CFD, or current price. Really like to see some solid buying coming in. We haven't tracked down, we haven't pushed down far enough on these two levels. They're kind of close together, which is nice. Makes them a little bit stronger. It would be ideal to see some solid buying coming in. We've got a 16, but it's overshadowed by a 14 and a 15. Need a little bit more buying activity, aggressive buying, to take us long. But I am hopeful on this one that we will head either up to the pivot or even to the close. And stops generally could be around 40 points from a reasonable entry, which is, say, the S1. So if it does break the lows and this price activity here, it could clean up some stops without taking you out as well. Obviously not financial advice, it's just a hobby, but that's my thoughts on the market. If we can get a good break above this breakout short, I am hopeful that we'll go long quite nicely. We had a really nice buy. I did predict that kind of spike up. I was hoping it would go a lot further before tracking back down, but it is what it is, and you can't argue with the market. So it's just a matter of watching, hoping we get a bit of volatility today. It's been a very tough week in terms of getting a bit of decent motion and momentum behind our trades. Here we go, that looks nice. We just need a bit more to keep coming in. We want to track us right up. And then I'd be looking to get out around either the pivot, because I'll take you just over to the 15 minute. We've got the Bollinger 15 minute. Unless that kind of pulls upwards as we move up, because it is a lagging indicator, I would have concern that we might see even just a retracement here. Ideal target is that close though. some nice buying coming in now. That could be the move we're looking for. And also, so we've got the 15-minute and the 30-minute Bollinger Band just below that pivot. Anyway, that's it from me. I've got a call coming in. The weekend's about to kick off, but as I mentioned, I hope this is helpful, and I do hope that we're going to head long at least until the pivot. On a CFD chart, it's 15,434, and then the close at 15,459. Obviously, always remember, market can go against you. So good luck, and I'll see you next week. Looking forward to catching up again. Thanks very much for joining, and I hope this was helpful. And yeah, have a great weekend. Thanks so much for joining again, AO. We'll talk to you soon.